I'm joined now by the man who presents Peter's favourite segment of the week, the wordsmith extraordinaire, Kel Richards. Kel, good to have you here.
Lovely to talk to you again, Chris. We're old mates, so we really like to chat to each other.
Very true. It might go on a little bit longer than we're allowed. But anyway, for some fabulous ones that may trip you up. No, it won't trip you up. But some fabulous suggestions from viewers. Jeff from Wodonga has asked, with the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham closed, why are people from there called Brums or Brummies?
One of the ancient names for Birmingham was Brumagin. Now, Brumagin, yes. Birmingham goes back to, Anglo-Saxon settlement, that sort of time. And it's gone through, the Oxford English Dictionary lists a dozen different names for Birmingham over the years. Lots of variations and various spellings. One of them was Brumagin. It hung around for a long time. It appeared in newspapers up to 1901. So it hasn't been gone for centuries.
Right.
And it's still part of the common folklore. So Brumagin, Brums, Brummies, that's where it's from. And why would you want to call the place Brumagin? I mean, Birmingham is a better name, isn't it?
I think it's bold. It's a good name. I like it. They did really well with the Commonwealth Games. Now, John from my old stomping ground in Bendigo has asked, what are the origins of the phrase happy as Larry? Who's Larry?
This is interesting because we used to say confidently it was based on a boxer from Newcastle in the 1980s named Larry Foley. He was the one who was supposed to be a happy pugilist. Now, there's a spoke been thrown in the works because they've discovered that Larry Foley was born in 1859 and they've discovered this expression, happy as Larry, in the Illawarra Mercury of 1857, 2 years before he was born. So it can't come from him. So now the linguists have got another theory. They're saying it's a rhyming reduplication of happy. They think that that's the best they can say. But there's one more thing. There might be a Scottish element. Because around the Clydesdale area, Larry was a Scottish slang term for cheerful, jolly, jesting, and there were a lot of Scottish settlers in Australia. Now,
yes.
Happy as Larry is ours, it's an Australian coinage, but it may have that Scottish influence. So that's as close as we've got at this stage. Research continues.
Jury's still out. That's interesting. Now, William from Bondi Junction has a question about hacking. To hack is the wrong word, he's arguing. To crack a computer is the correct term. That refers to the illegal breaking into an otherwise closed digital platform. At least that's what was taught to me.
Yeah, well, William, I'm sorry, don't agree. The word hack is very old, goes back to Anglo-Saxon Old English, and it always meant to chop. If you chop into a system, that has been called hacking. Bear in mind that the way a word is used in the English language is its meaning. And hacking has taken on that expression. If you break into a computer system, if you chop into it, it is called hacking. That's the accepted term. Crack means to break, and you can crack a code, but you hack a computer.
So you crack a safe, but you hack a computer.
Exactly. It's chopping in. It's that kind of thing, finding a way to get in from this really ancient Anglo-Saxon meaning of hack.
All right, now this is really troublesome for me. Jerry from Benora has asked recently, I have heard several instances of the word Foolsom incorrectly used by politicians, television presenters, none here I'm sure, and even our Chief Health Officer, Foolsom.
I'll tell you what he's worried about. If you look at the main definition of Foolsom in the Macquarie Dictionary, it will say it's a socially unacceptable term because it means falsely, insincerely overpraising someone. So if you talk about fulsome praise, what you're saying is he didn't mean it. He was just putting it on. So it's a negative expression, but it doesn't sound like a negative expression. So you'll have commentators say it was fulsome praise, meaning it was good. The problem is it's not always negative. The word has existed in English for a very long time, and it's got a range of meanings. The second meaning in the Macquarie, for example, is, genuine, sincere. So is it a positive word or a negative word? I've come to the conclusion all you can do is don't use it.
Yes.
It's now one of those really confusing, uncertain words, and it's better not to employ it, OK? So if you're a sports commentator and you're really tempted by Foolsom, don't forget about it.
There you go. Good advice. Kel, thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure.